Yo, what's going on guys? This is Kickback here with another Alma Jam video. And today's video guys, I'm going to be talking about Adobe Flash Player shutting down at the end of the year and what will actually happen after this actually occurs. Now I made this video on my old channel and obviously my old channel no longer exists, so I thought I would remake this video and just kind of speculate on what the fact is actually going to happen, as well as what Alma Jam could do to combat this, since they do use the Adobe Flash engine on Alma Jam. But before I do get into that, I want to talk about today's video giveaway, which if you don't know already is for an orange headdress. All you need to do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel with notifications on, and then go to the video link in the description below and follow further instructions over there. Giveaway does end at 10,000 subscribers, and yes, let's just get right into it. So as I said, Adobe Flash Player was made by Adobe, and Adobe came out around last year announcing that they were going to be shutting down support for Flash Player at the end of 2020, so December 31st, 2020. Now this was a huge surprise to a bunch of people, not just Wildworks, but pretty much all kind of platforms that use Adobe Flash Player as their main and primary engine. A majority of Flash games, a majority of web browser games obviously use Adobe Flash Player, so obviously this is going to affect millions of people and millions of developers around the world. Now why this actually happened, I'm pretty sure it was either because Adobe just didn't see Flash Player feasible, profitable anymore, and also because there was a lot of security exploits within the engine itself, and a lot of people used those exploits to their own advantage, and I imagine Adobe didn't want something like that going around the internet, so they just decided to pull the plug. I don't know the exact reason, I'm just assuming that is probably some of the deciding factors anyway. Now let's talk about Alma Jam and what they can do to combat this. So they already have put out an Alma Jam desktop app, and they did this around last year, the year before, and I think they did this around the time or beforehand when it was announced. Either way, they do have this desktop app that doesn't run on Adobe Flash Player, I believe, but a different game engine, or it does and you can just run it locally. I'm not too sure. However, they do have the desktop app, so after when Adobe Flash Player does shut down, desktop apps that use the engine I'm pretty sure are still supported and still usable. That's why Alma Jam did move the game onto a desktop app. Now a lot of people are worried that the player activity for a lot of the player base is gonna dip down a hard amount, because a lot of people, myself included, use the web browser to play, because to be honest it just performs better. I'm not sure what it is on the desktop app, if they do use Flash or they use a different game engine, but it's worse than the browser experience for sure. Now what I recommend Alma Jam actually doing, because they are going to lose a ton of players, I already know that a lot of people are probably not even going to bother playing after this because they just don't want to use a desktop app, or they just won't know how to, because a lot of Alma Jam's player base nowadays is just casual players and kids. Rather, the community is full of teenagers and traders and whatnot. But what I recommend them doing is switching the game engine from Adobe Flash Player to an engine that is supported, like HTML5. A lot of platforms and games online and that are pretty much web browser games have switched over to HTML5, so they can be played after 2020. They could also rewrite Adobe Flash Player in their own code. I imagine that's possible, and they probably do have the resources and the abilities to do so. And also, even if they don't use Adobe Flash Player on their desktop app, because they could easily just transfer it over to browser and be able to use it on browser after Flash does go away. So those are really just my recommendations for Alma Jam and how they can really combat this. But yeah guys, I think that's gonna wrap up the video here. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you do want to be notified on future videos, as well as videos just like this one. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy, and let me know what you thought of the video in the comments section below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.